All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Seas of Sand. Trying to think if I have any announcements. I don't think I do. And nothing's really changed since Monday. We had the one Whispers in the Woods session that was cancelled. That was just due to some busy player schedules, but should be back next week. Am I a little quiet? Switched around some microphone stuff, so how's that now? Weird. Let me double check some stuff. Okay, that works. That's fine. Alright, I guess I'll just talk a little later. So Whispers in the Woods should be back next week. And Silver Song on Monday. Other than that, we're good to get started. So previously on... Yeah, that's 30 seconds ago, Tasty. Tell me if it's still bad. It might still be really low. Not really sure why. I've turned myself up. But yeah. Weird. I didn't change anything. Alright. Give me a second. That's annoying. Oh, wait. Okay, testing, testing, testing. Ah, there we go.
There it is.
Alright. That's better. Let me readjust what I've just done. There we go. That's better. Okay. Nobody else is quiet, are they? Just probably me, because my mic was turned down on the console. Alrighty. Now then. I'll set myself back to what I was at before, so I don't deafen anyone. Previously, on Seas of Sand, the party is investigating the activities of a cult, which they have narrowed down into the sewers below the city. They're doing so on behalf of several organizations now, each with their own stake in learning more about the cult or eliminating said cult. And in the last session, we were introduced to two new characters, Ezekiel and Lunette. And they got a chance to experience the sewers themselves. And they did a bit more poking around, explored the rest of the sewers, found some alternate entrances to the sewers, which seemed to be used for smuggling by the Southwall Scurriers. And once again examined the closed door in the old Yuan-Ti aqueduct. But we're not able to determine exactly what was going on there. So they opted to, as they left, Lunette set an alarm spell to see if anyone passed by a certain area within the sewers. For the next sort of chunk of 8 hours. And then they proceeded to leave the sewers via the old refuse pit, which is where we return to the old refuse pit. right about here. As the party leaves. I forget exactly what time it was in the day. Probably past midday, I'm guessing. Since you met Lunette and Ezekiel in the morning, did a little bit of talking, explored some other things, went down in there, came back up. So I'm going to say it's probably around early afternoon. As you make your way up and out of the refuse pit. I was not quite clear on what you guys were intending to do right now, so you can tell me what your next goal is.
I'd still like to know why you're disguising yourselves.
Oh my god, that was the thing we were doing, wasn't it?
Yes.
Well, Bella forgets what we're doing and why.
I didn't come up with the idea, though.
Essentially, there's some people that we're not really working for, but know of us, and the Rangers didn't want us to come see them just in case these people that we have worked with recognize us, and then, like, I guess get scared, or not necessarily scared, but realize that we're working for multiple people at the same time. They originally wanted us to meet at nighttime, but if we can disguise ourselves and walk in, we don't have to worry about waiting forever just to relay information.
Are
Okay.
you getting any of this, Ezekiel?
Nope.
No, me neither.
How our tokens just silently flip over. It's really great. Anyway, I think we're headed back to the place where we're staying, just to not be dirty anymore.
Yeah.
Well, the two
Time
of
to
us-
shower.
Jay's like, why the fuck do you guys go to take baths so often?
Because we go into the sewers every 5 minutes.
D&D
We are
characters
so
that aren't stinky?
Yeah, maybe you should have done
Oh my
physical
God.
education.
D&D characters that
Oh,
aren't
fuck.
constantly dirty throughout the entirety of the campaign? What?
Okay.
Crazy.
So
That
you are
is
making
beneath.
you're making your way back north to Pyre Square then?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, gotta get comfortable.
I regret eating that pizza. I'm so full now. What the hell?
Let me
It's
grab
fine.
missing something. There we go.
Ezekiel does not actually exist.
Oh,
He's a figment of our imagination.
He wasn't here last time.
yeah,
That's why.
sorry guys. You tripped over nothing.
I also
And
do
I-
want to repeat just in case that I also used prestidigitation to clean Ezekiel off too.
Correct, yeah. You said that
Yeah,
last
because
time,
you.
I think.
Yeah, but
What the fuck are you doing?
What?
What was that?
Hello?
Leave me be, I'm having a moment.
I might have to just.
If you say so.
Take your time.
Okay.
Where?
I'm assuming all four of you are going into the consulate? Alright.
Yes, because I don't even see my token.
It was
You
at
were
the
there.
bottom of the map.
Alright, then the four of you walk back into the consulate. You can see occasionally a busy clerk or occasionally an ambassador bustle their way through the halls. Consular Tiriki is where he always is, as you make your way inside, behind the front desk. He looks disappointed to see.
Oh, this guy hates us. I think that we should tip him.
I really want to just do the dog shake right on his carpet.
Oh god. You know what? He would probably kick you out.
Yeah, he
Nah.
probably would.
I know I would.
If these guys are rooming with us, I don't want to room with
Well-
that man over there. I think he should just sleep on the floor.
Hey. Okay,
you would sleep on
Squid
the floor.
Boy.
God. Fucking ruthless today.
Alright, so the bathroom is upstairs, where there is a wash tub for you to clean yourselves, if that's what you wish to do.
Yes.
Every day we
Oh,
come,
my internet
every
hates me.
day we go back into the consulate, and every time Tariki sees us, and he's like, "Why the fuck are you guys covered in dirt again?"
Just like sobbing at his desk.
We're like
His
tracking
head.
like absolute muck across the floor, and he's like, "God damn
The
it!
janitor
this is the
worked like
time!"
20 hours of overtime here.
It's like when you have a big dog that likes rolling in mud every time you let them outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. They just get they get a
Only
magical
there
Roomba.
are four different kinds of dogs, and they always come in muddier than last time.
They're all just so stinky.
Alright, so
Precisely.
God's sake, Chrome.
Lunat and Ezekiel, you're still downstairs. As you don't need
Yeah.
to really clean yourselves, Lunat's taking care of that for you guys. So is there anything you want to do while you wait? Because we're just going to skip by them cleaning themselves.
I think we should actually roleplay every second.
No.
Please,
We
give
gotta
us
get
the
back done.
details.
So again, addressing that towards Ezekiel and Lunat, is there anything you two want to do while you wait, or do you want to just loiter?
Lunet'll probably like just sit in the room and check notes or whatever.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like aimlessly look around probably.
All right, it's a relatively finely decorated establishment. You can see kind of flower pots in the corners and some rather nice paintings
Oh, they're
hanging from the walls. You see the man behind the counter just kind of tapping his fingers with his clawed nails on the counter, as he just kind of, you see one of his eyes just kind of direct itself towards you two every once in a while, just kind of keeping an eye on you, making sure that you're not getting up to anything. And then eventually you see the other two return down the stairs from upstairs, looking a little more clean than they were before.
Look exactly the same. Still as dirty.
Well, yes, because you're
Bella
too
gives
cool
a
to
big
talk.
dog shake.
Again?
Yes.
Bitch, you're clean. Stop it.
Terrible.
There are odd ways of drying yourself off. Leave me be.
Okay. Anyways, we
Okay.
want to transform before we leave? Probably.
Oh, are we still doing that?
If you want to, I don't know if the scurriers, I don't know what they're,
I don't think that they're really in
eyes
this
in the
part of the
sky
town.
or-
Admittedly, I don't
Ah!
know that we have to do it
I
necessarily.
guess. We don't have to, but the only reason I was worried about it is because the Rangers didn't want us going in during the day. But fuck it. I don't care.
I
don't care
mean,
what these
but
guys say.
it's kind of important information, so I feel
I'm
like
gonna
they
just
would.
turn back to normal when we get in there. But I don't
But-
care. I'm not burning a spell slot with it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of pointless if we're just going to be doing it and then immediately undoing it.
Well,
and
no,
also-
I'm saying I can just do it whenever. I'm not burning a spell slot to do it. So
Oh, that is okay.
yeah. So it has
Got
it has less emphasis for me as it does for you.
Oh, poor Soats with his 2 spell slots.
I have many cantrips, okay? Sorry that you can't just turn yourself into a random person at will. Sounds like a you problem.
I mean, you're the one who wants to disguise.
Yeah, I have many reasons to be on the run from the police.
At this point, I think that we all do. Well,
I had previous
at least
charges.
the both of us.
I had previous charges. I have a criminal record.
Did you know that your charges do not carry into different lands? Don't ask
Really?
me how I know
That's
that.
good.
Absolutely not true. You're literally you are literally walking into the foreign division of a military force right now.
The feds are
That's
after you.
the funny part.
I walk into the Rangers and they're like, "Oh my God, it's the
We
felon!"
walk, we walk into the Rangers talking about all our various crimes across the world.
And they're like, "Wait a second."
Anyway.
Look at the wanted posters and look back to us. They look at the wanted posters and look back to us.
Okay,
And
Lena,
we're gone.
hang on. Lena, do you see your character token now?
I'm still on a white screen. Chrome
Ah.
really hated that last map, I guess.
All right, I will
Doom.
assume that you're traveling with the party. If you want to
Keep us
do
late.
otherwise, then let me know. If you're still taking a while to load, just let me know if you want to do something that the party's not doing. That'll be easier.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on Edge to see if that'll run better, but I forgot my
Okay,
password.
well, for the time being, if you're not loading, I will assume that you're traveling with the party, and I will move
Yeah.
you as such. If you ever want to do anything else, just let me know. But the 4 of you make your way into the Ranger Barracks. One.
Come Ezekiel, get the ground.
Two.
I'm just
I
kidding.
am so important.
Literally, get the fuck.
It's alphabetical
You're not
order.
important. I hate you.
It's alphabetical order. Literally.
Volbelle is the least important because she's the bottom of the alphabet.
Alright,
Tragic.
so the 4 of you make your way into the ranger station, where they are seem to be taking some sort of lunch break.
Every time we
What?
come in on these guys, they're eating, and we're just disturbing.
Yeah, it's just
The last time we came in, they were having breakfast, and then you punched me in the face.
I'm sorry, what happened?
nothing. I do not even know what he's talking about.
Oh my god! All right,
I
so
think he
I
probably
kill you.
deserved it.
I knock you out on accident,
Probably,
and
yeah.
you bring it up every chance you get, but you punch me in the face, and
I
you're like,
have
"Oh,
not-
no, that's like a cat thing."
Listen, I have not brought up the fact that you poison sprayed me until like
you literally
just
bring it up
now.
every time you get the.
No, I didn't. I did not know. What
Somebody
you were
can say,
talking about.
"Oh, I love these
Anyway.
flowers," and you're like, "Oh
Okay.
yeah, well, you should meet my friend Cecilio. He'll poison spray them just like he did me in battle."
Now every time I walk into somewhere, I'm so cautious of movement because I'm like,
Oh,
oh
God.
no. Gotta angle
I
myself
forgot
again.
the package, huh?
Who asked? Get out.
As you walk into the ranger station, Malamon does not look impressed to see you. But you make your way straight past him and walk to the closed door that is in front of you, if you would allow me to
Oh, the
finish.
doors.
Actually,
yes.
don't want to be here anymore.
But
feel
you
like I'm-
can knock if you wish.
Sorry, on the map it's open, and I'm just like, ugh. Anyway, who's
Mhm.
at the front? Lynette, knock please.
Why me?
Cause you're in front of me.
Oh, goodness. Okay, I'll knock.
All right. You hear sort of a pause for a moment, and then, yes, come in.
Valbella's gonna like slip between them and look at Setsulio and go, why the fuck are we here again?
Tell them like what we found, and also ask them if they knew any
Oh,
Yuan-Tis
yeah.
in the area.
Got it. Okay, yes. Valbella's gonna carefully open up the door and like peek around the corner and go, we have information and also questions that cannot wait till the evening. Is it okay if we enter?
Yes, well, you've already done so come in.
I'm sorry for the intrusion.
Oh, after you, Mr. Octopus.
I literally am. I hate you so much. I'm gonna make myself as small as possible. I don't
There's room,
want-
there's room for all of you in the office.
I know. I just don't want them to look at me. I'm so embarrassed now.
What is going on?
The first thing Anlin says after you all pile in after Valbella is you just kind of see her slowly raise her eyebrows a little bit as two strangers enter. And who exactly are your friends?
So the other two kind of left in the middle of the night, and we got these two. This is Ezekim. She points to Ezekim, and this is Lynette. Point. Ezekim, I'm not quite sure what his deal is, but Lynette apparently works for the Merchant King, which I feel like that is important information for you to know, since Tsutsulio and I are kind of working like literally for you. I don't know.
Well, he does often pry into others' business. She looks at Lunette. You're working for the Merchant Prince, then? Why exactly does he have interest in this?
A merchant seems to have gone mysteriously missing, and he believes this situation may be connected.
Well, suppose as far as motivations go, that's not the most nefarious. All right. Well, what information did you have for me that couldn't wait to be entered into a missive?
So we went into the cave, and fuck, I can't remember what we told her last time. Did we know about the cave when we came in last time?
Which one?
The
Second week.
cultist cave.
I don't think so.
It's been a month since we've talked to
Yeah,
her.
I literally have
We'll say
no
you did.
idea. I do not remember.
We did know about the cave.
We'll say that you
Or
didn't say it just for the sake of it's been a month, so we can rehash it. Doesn't matter.
Okay. So they found the cave in the sewers, and it seemed to be dedicated to this Yuan-Ti cult, I want to say. There were two statues in there of Yuan-Ti priests and a very large snake statue. There was a door. She turns and looks at Tsutsulio. That it had Draconic in it. It was more specifically the Yuan-Ti dialect of Draconic, so he probably knows. He does know the full extent of what it said.
She's nodding along as you
Um,
speak.
She kind of like steps back carefully and motions him forward, and is like, "You wrote it down, right? What did
Yeah.
it say?"
Yeah, he'll just kind of step forward. It said, restore the serpent's gifts, and we've been trying to get in, but I don't know a lot about Yuan-Ti culture, so we've just been trying to hash out what that could mean. I understand that our being here is quite an inconvenience, but I was wondering if there were any Yuan-Tis that you might know of in the city or nearby that might have been on your radar at all, to see if we can ask them any questions that might help us figure this out.
Well, I have heard rumors that the sewers were once an old Yuan-Ti aqueduct, but that was a very long time ago, from what I've heard. You then believe that the cult is connected to Yuan-Ti activity?
It's pretty certain. The dialect specifically of the door was Yuan-Ti Draconic. The statues themselves were of the Yuan-Ti people, and Snakes, I know, are very prevalent in Yuan-Ti culture, so it seemed mildly obvious. At least to me.
I see. Well, I'm no expert in Yuan-Ti culture or history. I'm afraid you're asking the wrong person if that's the topic we're broaching.
Do you know anybody who might be better suited to answer our questions?
Well, Yuan-Ti activity has been pretty greatly diminished as of late. It's not often that we get Yuan-Ti within the city walls. They mostly avoid Al-Zahar.
Interesting. I have a little bit of a theory, but if there's anything else, I know that you said you aren't an expert, but if there is anybody you can point us in the direction of.
I'm afraid no one comes to mind.
It's okay. It is a little bit of a long shot anyways. I know it's not exactly the most popular of subjects.
Well, I apologize I can't help you further. Was there anything else you needed?
I can't think of anything else.
Oh fuck! I had an idea, but then I forgot it. Do you know of anybody in the area that that knows anything about the cult other than yourselves? Like, has anybody come forth with any information other than us, or are there any other people in the Rangers Guild that might know?
Well,
Other people we could talk to?
as for my rangers, we are a bit at the end of our rope here, hence why we're turning to an outside source for this job.
Mm-hmm.
As far as who may know more about the cult, that's hard to say. I only received an anonymous tip about the meeting, which the two of you eavesdropped on. As for who gave that anonymous tip, hard to say.
Oh, do you have the paper that was that it? How did you receive the information about the from the anonymous source? Was it just like a letter? Is it written on parchment?
Just a piece of parchment left out from the door.
Do you still have it?
Somewhere in here, probably. She begins to rifle around her drawers.
Oh shit! Did we take the paper with us from the treasure, or did we leave it?
I think Ezekiel has it.
Seakim does have it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Do you
Can
think the
I'm-
man with the gold that he's so afraid of people stealing is?
Woo!
I mean,
Anyway.
he's been in the sewers, I guess.
Right, right. I'm gonna walk over to Ezekiel and be like, "May I please have the paper that we took from the treasure chest?"
He's like, no.
What do I get in return?
Oh my god, this bitch.
Do you like hugs?
No, take it.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
but-
Wawella's gonna take the note and she's gonna walk back over to Anlin, like in front of her desk.
Alright. By now, Anlin has found the parchment that she's looking for. She pulls out an old kind of folded piece of parchment, unfolds it, and kind of lays it flat on the desk. This was the piece of parchment that we received. What do you have there?
She flicks it out and slides it across the desk and goes, "Do you know who this man is? Individual person?"
You see her eyes kind of scan the page. Iron Tusk.
While she does that, Valbella is going to like lay her hands on both pieces of paper, and oh fuck, do I? Shit, I can't do detect magic. Mm. I might have to do an Arcana check on it. Much going for me in that department. Can I try for an Arcana check on him?
Okay. You just to tell me what you're trying to find out.
I want to see if there's any like. No, because then that would just be me trying to get around detect magic.
Detect magic gives you some pretty specific things, including school if it has one. But
Okay.
Arcana checks
don't-
will let you kind of vaguely sense things. They won't give you
I
as
just
specific
wanna-
stuff as detect magic will.
Yeah, I don't need anything specific. I just want to see if they have like the same sort of like tracing, if that makes sense. Like, because on the one note there was a little bit of magic on it, and I want to see if it's like at all similar or if there is anything.
Okay, well, Anlin looks up from sort of scanning the 2 pages that she now has in front of her and says, well, the handwriting doesn't match.
Right. How do I get around this without being rude? Is it all right if I just take them both?
I suppose so. I will need that back, though. Well, the one is yours. You can keep the one that's yours. But I will
Oh
need
yeah, no.
the anonymous tip back, if that's all right.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So don't damage it. Don't lose it.
Nope. Won't.
All right. Then I suppose I can allow you to hold on to it.
Valbella's going to take the 2 pieces of paper and she's gonna like bow her head and look at Anlin, go, thank you, and step out. She's just gonna walk right over to these and lay out the papers flat.
All right. Anlin will then address the other 3 still in her office. Listen, I understand urgency, but if you do need to speak with us, I would ask that you keep to our arranged plan. If any of the Scurriers see you, it could severely damage this operation, and I don't want you to be discovered that you are working with us.
Apologize, ma'am. I suggested to Valbella that we disguise ourselves before entering, but she suggested that the Scurriers don't frequent these parts, and I decided to go along with her, but I understand the importance of needing to keep it discreet.
The Scurriers have eyes and ears everywhere. You never know who will be paid a few coins to offer information, so wherever you are in the city, operate on the assumption that they may be able to still see you.
Take that very seriously, ma'am. Again, we're very sorry to have disturbed you. It seems trivial now, but if we do find anything else, we will contact you and meet up in the arranged way that we had previously decided.
Good. All right.
What exactly was the previous way?
We would put like a note in their flower beds or at their door, and then one of their operatives would come over to the consulate while we're staying, and we would chat at nighttime.
Indeed.
Ah.
Now, was there anything else you needed, or is that all?
I have a question. It's not that important. Are these guys still, and I point to Ezekiel and Lynette, are they allowed to stay at the consulate? Like, does your recommendation cover them, or do we need to get a new one? I actually don't know where they're staying, so I
The letter of recommendation did cover 4 people. So I imagine if Lunette, you're working for the Merchant Prince, you won't need my letter of recommendation.
Okay,
I
yeah.
suppose
I
so.
was just wondering. I have no idea like what their situation is, but just in case.
Alright. Well, if that's all.
Yes. We will let you know if we need anything else in the proper method. And
Very
he's
well.
just gonna walk out. He's very embarrassed right now.
A pleasure meeting you.
She nods. Alright. The 3 of you leave Anne and Abby's office, where Valbella is outside. Were you just examining the 2 papers?
Yeah, she's just like standing over them, looking at them,
Okay.
trying to see if they have like any similarities at all. Because just because the handwriting is
Well-
not the same does not mean anything.
Miss Abby was indeed correct. The handwriting does not match. The one that you found in the chest is pretty crudely scrawled in really rough handwriting and has a blood stain on it. The anonymous tip that Anlin gave you is scrawled in very ornate and careful handwriting. And the page is not marred with anything else other than the crease in its center as it was folded in half.
Well, Bella's gonna slide the paper over to the one with ornate handwriting over to Lunette and go, "Does this look familiar to you at all?"
Does it?
Not particularly.
No, not really. What exactly are we trying to figure out on these?
Well, Bella's just gonna stay, like she's gonna sit there with her hands on the box, staring down at the papers for another minute before grabbing up the anonymous note, folding it back up, and then walking it back into Anlin's room and handing it over. And she doesn't really say anything. She just mumbles under her breath that she's sorry for disrupting her and walks back out.
Huh.
Alright.
I guess that was a bust then.
He's gonna just look over at Luna and just kind of like stare at her for a minute before taking another breath and then walking over to the door.
Sorry.
Alright. Suits and Izikim, was there anything you guys were planning on doing? Or are you just watching Malaman eat lunch?
I want to watch the Julio eat watch.
Okay, I'm leaving.
I actually wanted to ask Malmon a question.
With
but
the,
I'm
with
kinda,
his-
I don't want to bother him
with a
tea.
mouth that is slightly full of food,
I'm
he
sorry.
says, "Something you need, eh?"
Yeah, I apologize for the inconvenience. I know you're eating, and I understand that this wasn't exactly the method that we had agreed upon meeting.
You're right about that.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It wasn't my idea. If there's, okay, do you do any, like, do you do work out, like, on, like, in the streets, like, on the, when I say on the, like, in the field, like, like, do you go outside the city at all, or, like, do you go around the city for work?
Well, outside the city is mostly an expanse of empty desert, so we don't often go out there. We mainly operate within the city walls, if that's what you're asking.
I was wondering if you, in particular, had a, like, usually work in the city at all?
Well, we all do.
Okay, great. have you ever seen, or has any of one of the other rangers seen any Yuan-Tis around? I know that they're very, like, not common at all, but, I was just wondering, since you do work inside the city, if you've ever seen any, like, just one, like, passing. Just in passing at all.
Malaman thinks for a moment, kind of rolls his head back and forth, trying to think of anything, and then turns to the woman standing beside him. Vasily, you seen a Yuan Tui lately? And she kind of turns from what she's doing, and just sharpening a weapon, and says, there was a fellow in the Golden Bazaar. He looked Yuan-Ti, from what I could tell. Talking to some noble, but other than that, just you. He says, looking at you, Cecilia.
Oh, well, okay, well, I really appreciate it. If you do ever see anybody aside from that guy, I haven't seen him, but I should probably go talk to him. If you see anybody else, please let me know when we do have the actual proper agreed upon meeting. Again, so sorry. I suggested we disguise ourselves, but somebody else said that was a bad idea. Anyway,
Right, well, the root word of subterfuge is subtle, so don't forget that.
Yep. And he is like, okay, bye, enjoy your lunch, and just walks away. Very quickly.
Smooth.
He's like, I gotta get out of here.
Okay. Then you make your way back
Very
into Fire
smooth.
Square.
That red fellow was really giving you the stink eye.
Talk about it. I'd rather not have a breakdown in the middle of the street than that.
Alright, you make your way back out into Pyre Square. Blasted a little bit by the heat, some of you Paradown's folk.
You guys just combustive heat
This is
stroke on the
I
spot.
think I am
Oh,
going
Bella
to
just
blast
learns to
again.
walk, like, just bust by it.
And head off to the south. I don't know exactly where you're going. But...
I'd
Where
like
are we
to
going now?
I'd like to head to the bazaar. A, because I want you guys to get your fortunes read, and B, because I have a guy I need to talk to, preferably by myself.
Is that the most important thing right now?
Yes, I think it would be interesting.
Okay.
Listen, I just need
I think
something
I
for
would
you guys
like
to
this.
occupy your time while I go talk to this guy. Okay?
That sounds shady.
It is.
Are you buying drugs beyond
Yeah, I am actually about to go buy hardcore drugs.
tragic? You want to share
Yeah.
with the class?
No. I'm
Alright.
buying the Grand Lorraine
Shit.
equivalent of crack cocaine.
I'll be back in just 2 seconds. I just have to grab something really quick.
Okay.
He's grabbing crack.
He is grabbing the crack cocaine.
I can all see you doing that. Fall down.
I'm having fun. Leave me be.
Okay, I'll leave you alone. I ate all the toppings off of my pizza, so now I'm just eating the crust.
Why would you eat
Grubs.
I
toppings
had
first?
fish and rice.
That sounds like a really shitty dinner. You should come get some pizza.
No, it was so tasty.
That does
I
sound
love
like
rice.
a shitty dinner, actually.
What the fuck? I love rice. And
I mean,
love
rice
fish.
is good, but
So I like fish and rice.
Not to like say that Vasila is a girl boss, but I already said it in the chat. In the chat. I was like, did I say that already? I was like, I'm thinking about that. I'm just casually sharpening a
gaslight,
weapon.
gatekeep, girl boss.
The three people that were in the ranger station fit every single. Every Malamon is gaslight, Emlyn is gatekeep, Vasila is girl boss. I think it works. Instead of the 7 deadly sins, it's male wife, mansplain, manipulate, and gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Okay, I'm done.
That's only
Manipulate,
6.
mansplit. Wait,
The 7th one is being a bitch.
is crack cocaine?
I would think most of those fall under being a bitch, honestly.
No.
Oh, cool. So I can gaslight you, and it's fine. Got it.
No.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello, back. I'm Lunette.
Can we kick her out of the call, please?
Considering.
Leo was gaslighting us.
Alright, so you make your way along the streets of Al Zahar towards the Golden Bazaar. Remember where you left yourselves? Ah, there you are. Alright, you would come from this direction. Again, it's sort of now the afternoon as you make your way through the bustling streets of the bazaar. Much busier than it is in the morning.
We were here earlier. LOL.
Yeah, you were here.
Yeah, I know. I remember that now. My mind is really powerful, guys.
It is.
Yes, we were here when you wanted to straw lot of insurance out of my boss.
Listen, I like money, and your boss has a lot of it, so... Just saying.
Maybe you should do a less terrible job, you'd get more money.
I literally want to punch you in the face right now.
Hey, Volbella,
I will hit you.
can I have my sewer paper back?
Bella just kind of holds it
It's
out.
like, I
there.
want that sewer paper.
Thanks.
Oh shit, I'm still on the ruler.
Jay, can I, like, scan the marketplace to see if I see the Yuan-Ti guy they talked about?
Sure, make a perception roll.
Cool.
Fail it.
Probably. That is a 13. Yeah, spicy.
Glance around, sort of looking in the central fountain square, as well as along some of the side streets. But you don't see anyone who matches Yuan-Ti
Bruh.
description.
This is horrible. I like wasting our time. I think it's really funny. You're gonna talk to Cora about it. Be like, hey yo, you see a Yuan-Ti anywhere? No, I'm not gonna say that. But I will ask Cora if she has seen any Yuan-Tis that are not me around.
Yuan-Ti. Let me think. Yeah, there was that one funny looking fella. Always wearing a cloak and a hood. Sometimes
sounds
loiter around the
suspicious.
market.
When is he usually here?
Inconsistent, honestly.
Great.
Some days he's here, some days nowhere to be seen.
Alright, well, I appreciate the information. And I will hand her a gold coin because I'm not that kind of bitch who doesn't pay people for information.
Well, thank you kindly. Won't turn that down.
Alright, well, no Yuan-Ti, apparently Volbella. He comes and goes. Yeah,
Why are you
Lynette,
saying
actually.
to me?
Because you're we've known each other the longest, apparently, even though it was like 3 days. I'm telling you, because you're my partner in crime, even though I hate saying that. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm your partner in
Just
crime.
Yeah,
like,
we're partner
put
in
you
crime.
in for a minute.
You're my
Crime!
I'm your partner in crime, but you
Yep,
throw me
no.
under the damn bus.
Yeah, you deserve it. Anyway. Lynette, if it's possible, I know the Merchant Prince has a lot of connections in the market. If you do a report to him at some point, can you ask him to keep an eye out for that guy?
I suppose. So.
Not him particularly, but see if any of the merchants can. It would be beneficial to us.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because like if we can know where this other Yuan-Ti guy is, who's most likely involved in this, it would be nice to be able to talk to him, or at least to know where he's going sometimes. Where the fuck did everybody else go?
Valhalla, you've walked over to the fruit merchant Althathadar, who of course greets you cordially, saying, "Good afternoon to you. Would you like to purchase some fruit?"
No, not today, but I did have a question, if it is okay to ask.
All right. What about?
There was a man, she points over to Cora and, right in that little general area. He wore a cloak a lot, which is very interesting because it is so hot here. But, he wore a cloak. I think he was here the first day that we met. And, we were wondering if you had seen where he had gone, or if you know anybody who knows him, because we kind of need to talk to him.
Big black cloak with the hood.
Yes, yes.
I think I know the fellow you talk about. Not personally, but I've seen him.
Do you know where he has gone to, where he goes, anywhere he frequents?
That I can't say. I really only seen him around the market and wanders off, and that's about it. I spend a lot of time here each day.
Do you think that Muna might know anything? Or the man who sells the weapons?
I suppose you can talk to them. I wouldn't know what they know.
That is fair. She kind of looks over. Oh God, where did Ezekiel go? Oh, over there.
I am looking at the fish.
Okay. She's gonna look back at Alpha Thadar. You are knowledgeable in fruits. Do you have any that are good for heat exhaustion?
Well, there is water in grapes, I suppose.
We already bought him grapes. No point. Okay. Thank you. She's actually going to pick up another bundle of bananas and lay
Good choice,
down
good choice.
the gold for those.
All right.
And she's gonna bow her head. Thank you for your time. And then she's gonna walk over to Cora. She will adopt this kid by the end of the campaign.
She
Mark
just keeps
my
giving her
words,
free fruit.
bold promise.
Something you needed?
She holds out the bunch of bananas.
Uh,
I think that these were the fruits that you liked.
yeah, they're for me.
I don't get them for myself.
She reaches out towards them and then kind of stops and narrows her eyes a little bit. For what now?
Nothing.
Just charity? I don't have to do anything for you?
No.
Oh, all right then. She snatches them out of your hand.
Have a good day, Cora. She bows her head and walks off.
You too, I suppose.
How to get affinity with characters.
Oh my god.
Say,
Alright.
have you seen
You all gather around the large shark.
We will have a
Bruh,
fifth
it's a big fish!
We will have a fifth member of this party, and it will be her adopted child. I
No, it's
am
gonna
not
be
giving
the,
that up.
It's gonna be the shark. I'm gonna buy the shark and put a name
I
tag on
think-
it.
I think Ezekiel's losing his mind over this. fish. Like, I'm just absolutely in a trance over this fish.
He's never seen a shark before, ever.
It is so special to me.
Fish.
I'm losing my mind.
Jay's like, okay, guys, we gotta get the session going, and we're like, fish.
Just
So I am going.
just browsing, or is there something you wanted to purchase?
Fish.
Oh, you wanted to purchase the shark?
The real question is, how much is the
How
shark?
much is the shark?
A beauty like this would be around 30 gold.
Please.
Well, Bella's
Zeke,
gonna
but-
walk in front of it, and
I
she's...
could buy the shark, but I don't
Please
feel like.
don't.
Should we trade
Head-
Cecilio for the shark?
No.
There is no reason for us to buy a
Bruh.
shark. So she's gonna look down at the shark
We
and
could
then
eat
turn
it.
around. Nope.
But it's so big.
We do
Eat
not
shark.
have any. We really do not have any need of something like this, especially for such a high price.
You're not
And
my
who-
mom. You
who
can't
is
tell me
even-
what to do.
Who is even going to carry it? Because I
Me.
sure as
I
Hell
will
is-
know.
do any of you have enough strength for that? Let's be real with ourselves.
I could just make somebody else carry it.
Please, we have so many other things that we need to be
Oh
doing
my
right
god.
now.
Fine.
It's a nice shark.
I will
but
be
no,
returning
What are we
over
gonna
the
do?
shark.
Oh my god. Okay.
Well,
Oh, wait.
Bella is okay.
I'm gonna talk to the guy. I'll be like, hello, sir. Your wares are
Yeah.
fantastic, by the way.
Indeed.
Definitely gonna buy some at
Of
some point.
course.
I do have a question for you, though. It's not particularly fish related.
All right.
I was given a tip that there's usually a man around here who wears, like a large black cloak with a hood on. Have you seen him?
Yes, I've seen that fellow.
Is there anything you can tell me about him? Like, does he come here often? Does he, like, do anything weird?
Odd-looking eyes, actually, much like your own.
Yeah, I'm a Yuan-Ti, he's a Yuan-Ti, but I'm just looking for him. If there's any.
Well, I've seen him hanging around the markets from time to time. I did see him meet with, well, I don't know who, but looked like a nobleman, perhaps. I met with him briefly one day.
So Cecilia's gonna rummage around in his stuff and pull out this little battered the fuck up notebook and be like, okay, what can you describe to me about this nobleman? Any distinguishing characteristics? Hair color, height, like what kind of colors he wears, maybe they wear?
Well, color of clothing, that's hard to say. I only saw the fellow once.
True.
Distinguishing features. I would say he had a mustache, I believe.
He writes down mustache in all caps.
As for the rest of his hair, hard to say. He was wearing something on his head.
Writes down. He's like, wait, was he a larger fella?
No.
Okay.
Average built. Not incredibly tall, not incredibly short. Not an old man. Perhaps 30, maybe. Hard to say.
He's writing all this down, by the way. I'm not, but he is, so.
Thanks.
I'm gonna write it down now because Jay laughed at me, so I'm gonna write it down.
I'm afraid that's all I remember. Again, just the one sighting, and it was brief.
Well, I appreciate the information. I have a little something to go off of this from, but yet again, it is very important. I'll definitely be back to purchase some of your wares. I love fish, so
All right.
not too hungry right now.
Well, you know where to find my stall.
And he's like, thanks, and then just walks away.
Weren't you
Like,
like
"God damn
really
it."
put off by fish just earlier?
No, I like eating them. I don't like being on top of them or
When
them
I
being
said I like
stinky.
fish and you acted
I
grossed out.
am very particular about my fish.
I think I would've just
Also,
paid you.
sometimes I say things to make people happy. What do you want? What do you want from me? I don't want him to not like me. He gave me information, okay? I need that.
Everyone really just keeps wandering off.
Yeah, where is everyone?
Alright, Zikim, you've wandered down to the instrument shop. And the merchant behind the stall greets you with a smile, his monkey climbing up onto his head to also greet
my
you with
God, he
some
has a monkey.
screeches. He does. Here you go.
The monkey looks like a potato. It's really funny.
Yeah.
I think that Loot Man is so funky and fun.
He greets you with a smile and says, welcome to the finest instrument shop in all of Al-Zahar. Is there something you're looking for in particular, my fine gentleman?
No, I am just glancing.
Just browsing, of course. Do you play any instruments yourself?
No.
Looking to pick one up then?
Maybe. How much are they?
Well, it varies depending on the instrument you want, but these are all very, very fine craftsmanship, so they do tend to be, they're not cheap, but you can see that
see.
in the quality, of course.
I see.
Change
I
your
did not
mind
have
then?
a plan. I just was looking.
Change your mind then?
Yeah.
That is not a problem. My stall will be here each day if you wish to purchase an instrument for yourself. Or perhaps a
Okay.
gift for someone else.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, I'm dying.
Okay, you walk off.
Oh, I cook it a loot.
I loot the past. I
Well,
loot
Bella,
the past.
you walk up to Muna. And
Oh,
from
God.
behind her stall, she asks, just browsing, or is there something you wish to buy?
I've blanked. Oh god. Okay, now I'm back. I'm here. I'm present. I'm in the moment. Jay, what were the mushrooms that Tasha was looking at last time? Do you remember?
Hummingbird mushrooms.
Oh shit, they fuck. Muna didn't have them. That's right.
No, she did.
Oh, she did.
She had a shipment waiting for Tasha. Tasha was picking them up.
Oh.
You asked about, I think, snail stuff. That's what she didn't have.
Oh. So wait. Tasha was supposed to pick up the mushrooms? Is that what she said? Just
And
clarifying.
She did, and she brought them back with you.
Oh fuck, that's sorry. It's been a minute.
That's
It's been
fine.
a minute. Okay. Okay, so then Tasha has no need of mushrooms. Okay. Browsing and also a little bit of a question.
Alright, well, you can ask the question while you browse.
Yeah, God, she doesn't really. Oh, I guess I can make a medicine check on maybe to see if any of them have any like medicinal properties.
Okay.
Fuck, or wait, would that be?
Yeah,
That would be a nature check. What?
I'd rule it as either medicine, nature, or survival. Any of those would really work. But since they're not really out in the middle of nature, you didn't scrounge up for stuff. They're just sitting on her table. I'd make it a medicine check.
Okay. Okay, so while they're talking, I'm gonna just roll for medicine.
Okay.
That's gonna be a dirty 20.
Okay.
So
That is
she's like,
good
she's
work.
kind of, huh?
I was just saying that's a good phrase for it.
I can't remember who I stole it from. I think it was Critical Role. It might be Critical Role. I don't know. Anyway, so she's
I can summarize
gonna
what
like,
you're saying.
yeah.
The wares that she has laid out, they appear to be sort of minor medicinal plants. Nothing that would be any sort of miracle cure or anything that would repair your broken arm instantly or anything like that. But they could probably help keep a fever down, things like that. Cure a headache. They're minor medicinal herbs. And most of them are in their raw form. So they probably need to be processed before they could be used. Ground into salves or poultices.
Okay. Val is gonna pick up one of them very gently. Mushrooms are very fragile.
Caught your fancy?
How much for 2 or 3 of these?
Let me see. I could let that go for 2 gold.
Okay. While she's fishing out the money in her pocket, she kind of like looks over at Muna and goes, the gentleman in the corner over by Cora, assuming you know her name, you might not, but the young girl over there,
Street urchin.
yes,
Yeah, I've seen her around from time to time. I caught her trying to steal from my shop once.
oh shit, fuck, I added, fuck, hold on, okay, we're good. No, not her. The gentleman a few days ago who wore a very large black coat and was seen roughly in that area. Do you see very much of him? Do you know very much about him? Do you know anybody in the square that might? Other than the gentleman who is selling the very overpriced shark?
Whereabouts are you referring to? She's just kind of, you see her kind of looking past you, trying to figure out like where you're saying that the person was located.
Between the sort of sewn together looking tent and the blue and white striped tent.
Yeah, so this vague direction over here.
Yeah.
Black cloak, you say? I think someone of that description I've seen walk by. But again, lots of people travel through this bazaar each day. So it rings a bell, but that's about it. If you're saying over there, you could talk to the hell's his name? You could talk to Toba. His shop is nearby. He might have a better view on what you're speaking of.
And which one is Tobar?
He points, or she points to that guy.
Ah, we got a name! We got a name.
The fellow over there with the large shark at his stall.
Oh, his name is Tobar. Okay. Well, thank you very much for the information you've given me. I will take these. Now, she carefully gathers them up and pulls out a separate pouch and gently puts them in whatever, and bows her head and walks off.
Have a nice day.
You too. Where's Setsulio? Gotta find Setsulio.
Frantically unmute myself when somebody mentions me. Where am I is the real question.
Well,
Oh,
Back.
there I am.
There you are.
Bella's just holding a pouch of mushrooms and she looks at Setsulio and goes, I don't even know why I bought these.
Yeah, what are they? Why did you buy
sh-
them?
She brings them up to her nose and just gives them a little.
Alright, one of them smells a little bit bitter, the other smells faintly like nutmeg.
They smell good. therefore healing, but I don't know that any of us know how to turn them into healing things.
Eat them right now.
Huh?
I should just eat them.
Just
No,
gobble 'em
me-
down.
Nom, 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 nom.
I think I am going to take them to Tasha at some point when we
I
find
think
the
that
time.
you can run there, throw them at her, and then run back.
That sounds
Uh,
awful.
I think that
I'm for
It's-
once I'm
should-
going to agree with Lunette. That sounds terrible.
my ideas are great. Shut the fuck up. Okay,
So,
so
I think we're very
oh,
inexperienced
all
with
right.
people.
Listen. I think
Okay,
that
so
what is
did
our
you?
what is our course of action?
We're
first of
trying
all?
to find the Yuan-Ti nobleman. What did Tobar have
He's
to
not-
say to
And
you?
yet
okay,
we went to buy
so-
mushrooms.
Listen, Valbella, I'm
Yes.
apologizing in advance. We might need to get to a noble.
Why are
we
you
might need to go
apologizing
to the
me?
steps of ascension.
Oh fuck no!
We need to go there?
Listen, so the steps of ascension is essentially the area of the city where the rich
I don't know
people
why
live.
that's bad for me.
And,
I can't remember.
Because you tried to get up there and then we just didn't.
That's right, yep.
Get up
Mhm.
there. We could. I'm not saying we need to now. I think that the hunt for this nobleman isn't exactly high on my priority list. I have, I have ideas to get us up there, but we don't need to go right now.
Why can't we get?
I feel like there's more that we, honestly, if there's anything else you guys can think of to do, I just don't feel like going to talk to rich people right now.
The quicker that we do
You
it,
were
the
saying
better,
you talked to a
honestly.
rich person earlier.
Yeah,
I
because
say if you just go. Honestly,
If
let's
we
just
don't
bite
know-
the bullet.
Okay, I want to just cover
shit,
all our
wait,
bases
Lunette,
first. Yeah.
Lunette, we are going to probably need some like writ of passage from the Merchant King to get
Or
in.
we could okay, we can do that. That's fine.
So we need a letter or something?
Yes.
I mean,
He
I
is
may-
rich.
I may have something for that too.
Oh wait, yeah. What do you have?
Okay. Yes.
My idea
anything.
was stupider than this. So what is it?
I did take illusory script. Although asking him
Huh?
this isn't a terrible
Illusory
idea,
script.
but I don't know if you want a third meeting today.
Yeah, I think he
No.
would kill us. He would not be happy.
No. Let's just see if that is enough. Come.
Listen, my idea will also it's stupid, but I could just cast Charm Person on these guys. So...
You could, but then that would put us in such a deeper pot of
Yeah,
shit later down the
that's-
line.
I
would
think
be
that
terrible.
would
Last
have to
resort.
be...
Last
yeah, that would
resort.
have to be a last resort because obviously when people get out of that, they realize they have been. It's not like a, oh, we're friends forever sort of deal. So, then
We'll
again.
come back and have them get their fortunes read later.
It is not important right
I
now.
still don't know why that's important.
I just
If
wanted to
you-
see what...
When it happens, you will figure out why it is important.
Listen, I just
not
saw
sure I
some
will.
random Minotaur bitch, so maybe I'll get to meet a Minotaur. Maybe that's what my fortune meant. I want to meet a Minotaur. I've never met a Minotaur.
Neither have I don't think so.
They're pretty interesting. I think. Never
How
met
would
one.
you know? You haven't met one.
I know, I'm just saying. I think they could be interesting.
Okay.
They're bull people.
So you leave the Golden Bazaar headed west. Where are you intending to go?
Up to the steps to ascension, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
Jay's like, God, we know how well this turned out last time.
Well, just a warning: if I am using this spell, it's 10 minutes.
Okay.
We're not using
Well,
it yet.
but
We'll
here's
use it
the
when we
thing.
get there.
Yeah, we'll use it when we get there, or at
You-
least
you
near.
want me to sit down in front of them and visibly
No, we
cast a
can do
spell?
it
Well,
like
no.
here,
when we,
right?
yeah,
Ooh,
when we
right
get
there.
like,
Like
assuming
near.
we'll,
and
assuming we'll.
we probably
Go.
shouldn't give it to them as well. Like if they find out that they can't keep it, obviously.
Mhm.
Fabella, okay, listen. I know that I keep saying we need to disguise ourselves, but these guys have seen us before. So and they know that we're not like on official business. So.
If they see the writ of passage, then they will. Then we will.
Yeah,
be
but
on
the writ of
official
passage
business.
is fake.
What exactly is a rite of passage anyway? What are we looking for?
But essentially,
It's
we just need something that'll
Rich
that is-
people give you permission to go to rich people
Yeah.
places.
like they have guards in front of the steps, and essentially we need permission to get up there, like a permission slip. So like if you can fake something that says, the Merchant Prince, these guys can go up because they're investigating a disappearance for me. Blah blah blah.
I mean, it would be true anyway.
Yeah, it's true, but you can just if the Merchant Prince is mad about it, you can deal with that. So that's why I'm not too pressed about this plan. It's because it won't affect me.
All right. So you're planning to stop a little bit before you get to the steps to Ascension, so you can perform this plan.
Yes. And nobody else is going to say yes, so I'll say.
All right. You travel.
Would I-
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just thinking, would I even have any like? Have I seen any like handwriting or whatever from the Merchant Prince I would be able to think of and copy?
Probably not directly from him. No.
I will have to improvise, I guess.
Like I said, we always have my backup plan, and if worse comes to worse, I will just
hate
kill
your
them.
Backup plan.
I
I
will
hate
just
that
kill
one
them.
even more. Actually, I didn't know
You-
it could get worse.
You travel most of the way there, stopping kind of before you're within eyesight of the guards at the steps to Ascension, kind of around a corner. What would you like to do now?
I have to even think of what would look official, because. Uh-oh.
Suspicious. Uh-oh, what's going on?
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
well, I'm just realizing I have no idea what I would like present to even look like something from the Merchant Prince if I haven't seen anything from him, or even like I don't know, scale stationery or whatever.
You would have seen Scale Stationery. It has a stamp on the bottom of it with their
okay.
emblem, so you definitely know that at least.
Okay, I can work with that. Although, look at my inventory. Do I even have paper?
That is something I was going to
You have no
ask.
paper, and then the entire plan goes to shit.
Surely.
I think
somebody has
Calligrapher's
paper.
Surprise. I think Calligrapher's Supplies is supposed to include paper, but
I
for
would
some reason
imagine
they
it
don't
would.
list contents on D&D Beyond.
I imagine it would. I would not have any issue with a character like you carrying paper on you. So if you don't have any, I'm willing to agree that you do have some. So you pull out a sheet of parchment. What exactly do you want this to say? It doesn't need to be word for word. You can summarize if you want. I won't
Yeah,
expect you
just
to,
like-
to word for word make up an official document on the spot.
Yeah, just
Every
kinda
single
generally-
word right
Yeah,
now.
just kind of generally, we need to come through official scales business, including the stamp.
Okay. So yeah, you can scroll the stamp at the bottom. Are you attempting any sort of signature? Are you saying a reason as to why you're allowed to go up there?
I mean, I think for reason we could really just be honest, right? Like, we need to investigate something. There's a person of interest in there.
Lynette, you're slightly
At-
quieter than everybody else.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like for reason we could really just be honest that there's a person of interest we need to talk to in there. I will not attempt signature though, because I don't even have one to copy from. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that is 10 minutes ritual cast. Oh, 11 minutes apparently. Whatever.
Specific. That one extra minute really counts.
Well, it's because the normal casting time is 1 minute, and then it adds 10 for ritual. So.
All right. Yeah, the 1 minute will probably never really matter.
We all stand there for 1 minute extra.
But eventually, you finish this script. The rest of you see Lunette begin to write on this sheet. And fill out sort of this semi-official looking document with a rough approximation of a official stamp on the bottom of it. Let me just double check something. It has a whole stipulation about different meanings and stuff like that, but I don't think that's your purpose here, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just the different handwriting, pretty much.
All right. So I'm assuming you want everybody to be able to see it then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I could make the party be able to see the original message, but I don't really see the point, so.
All right. Then after the 11 minutes, you're left with a semi-official looking document. With the experience of having seen what one looks like, you're probably able to get a lot closer than anybody else would. But it's not exactly perfect.
Hey, you'll have to do.
Pauses are always so funny to me when no one speaks for this campaign, because the sound effects that I use for the city are like sweeping sand, so it just sounds like so empty when it's just like desert noises.
You
in
should
the silence.
add like cricket noises to the background so that like if we're all silent, we would get the punishment of just cricket noises.
Well, I think we're ready to go.
All right, everybody, we know the backup.
I
Will
really don't
probably
want
get
to
us
use
killed.
the backup.
I don't either, but like, listen, we have to think to ourselves before we use the backup plan. Is it worth it? And if the answer is no, then we don't do the backup plan. Got it? Good. All right.
Yes, that is what I
Autobots,
am
roll out.
saying.
Then you turn the corner and head a little bit further down the path to arrive at the steps to Ascension.
I think Lynette should be in the front.
This time, yeah, I was about to say this time Bobelle's gonna stay to the back. Not that it helps any, but
She's like taller than everybody else, and I'm like, hey, wait, that's the
hold
reason why
the fuck on.
Yeah, Valbella walks in on her knees.
Isn't there a guard around here named Egg? Or
There
off the-
is with
No, I
a
was
single
thinking
G.
Yeah, wait, near the front gate. Sorry, I was just remembering that. Okay. Off we go.
All right, Lunette, you begin to approach the guards. Just sort of waiting patiently, slightly disinterested in front of two large statues and a staircase that stretches off past them up this sort of sprawling stone arch that towers above you all. The guards kind of eye you as you walk down the path towards them, and they aren't quite sure if you're planning on turning off to head out the front gate or if you're walking towards them, but once they see that you're walking towards them, they kind of straighten up a little bit.
Hello, friends.
Good afternoon to you. Was there something you needed? Business on these steps?
Yes, we have to pass through for an investigation on behalf of the Scales.
All right. What is your purpose?
Wait, oh my god, we never clarified. Are we like being honest about the cult guys?
You're
could just say we're
if
looking
you
into
if
it.
you are whispering that, you are definitely gonna have
No,
to make a
don't.
stealth roll.
No,
Not
I
not
feel like
actually in character.
no. I think
Okay.
that we should just mention that we're looking for a missing merchant who disappeared a few days ago. That's what I think.
There is a merchant who's gone mysteriously missing, and the merchant prince takes great interest in it. there is a noble up there. We believe maybe up there that may be of help to us.
I see. Who are you visiting?
We're trying to find him just off a description.
Oh, I see. I see. Well, do you have paperwork for us?
Yes, right here. And she'll hand it over.
They stare at it and they're like, "This is fake."
Okay. They're gonna insight check it. All right, not a great roll. Seems legit to me.
Thank God!
Thank God! I was sitting here. I was like, "Please,
Baylor
please!"
fighting intensely at our nails.
I was like, "D&D gods, if you're out there, please."
I just imagine Lynette completely straight faced, just like totally fine with this, and then just glance over her shoulder and just 3 psychopaths sweating intensely.
So he's like shedding parts of his scale.
They
Perfect.
the one guard kind of leans their head past you, Lunette, just kind of looking to the side. They are part of your investigation.
Yes.
Just staring at the 3 loitering down the road.
Like, are they okay?
I think
Three
they're
very
a little
suspicious
nervous.
people.
They're not as used to being around nobles, I suppose.
So it's 2 entirely different guards. This is a completely different day.
Swear to God it is. Oh my God. Okay, cool.
Guys don't know us. All right. With
Holy shit.
newfound confidence, I will let Lynette lead the way.
All right.
Thank you for your time.
Don't cause any unnecessary trouble to the nobles. It will come back on our heads, and we really don't want a headache.
Of course.
All right. They sort of part a little bit to allow you to
So you
walk
just
up.
bumps it. No, I'm just- Volbella does not go upstairs.
Sorry.
She's scared of
Sorry.
heights.
I mean, yeah, sure. She's scared of rich people.
Will we go up there and we commit some cannibalism? How about that, guys? How does that sound?
What? Excuse me?
Eat the rich, y'all. Eat the rich.
No, I will not.
What are you doing?
No.
Why are you just standing? Okay. Loser, get in there.
All right. So the steps themselves, they wind sort of along the side of this massive stone arch, sort of this natural rock formation that stands on the north side of the city. Let me just... To give you an impression, you're winding your way up along a sheer stone face. And as you begin to walk up, people below on the streets start to look like tiny little ants as you get higher and higher up. The staircase itself is rather thin, and you have to climb quite a ways. It is a far way up, so you may be a little bit tired. By the time you start to reach sort of branches on the staircase, you see these platforms kind of level out and carry their way across to what appears to be sort of inlets within the side of the stone arch.
Wow.
Just give me 1 sec.
Cecilia jumps off the side. It's a joke, guys. It's a
You
joke.
die.
Delete my character sheet
sad.
immediately. Put my character sheet in the blender.
Right.
Just start melting all my dice in one like little fondue pot.
Yum.
Alrighty. Just give me a second. I'm trying to accurately simulate how long it takes to walk up a ton of steps, so I'm making you wait.
Jay has to make a map like right now because he's like, shit, I didn't think these idiots would actually get up there.
Oh please, this map was made months and months and months and months and months ago.
It's because he was preparing for Volbella to flirt with Theth. Yep, that one. Of course.
If you can't even say her name properly, do you really deserve
Emily?
to be with her?
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's going to succeed.
Hey, wait, what the fuck? Okay.
She's
Well,
gonna
I
make
think
an
you should try your
attempt.
best. Oh my god, we're so tiny.
We
Oh.
are so small.
Cecilia jumps off this.
You're just really
We
far
are-
away.
We are itty bitty. No,
Oh,
my
goodness.
token
You're
is
just-
Yeah,
significantly
you're gonna
smaller
have
than
to,
everyone
you're
else.
gonna have to
Because
alt
they're walking up the stairs.
to accurately
Aw,
walk
you're
up
so
the
teeny.
stairs.
No, I think I'm just gonna like crawl on the handrail.
Oh, sorry, Jay. I'm like alting.
Grabs a skateboard and
just not
starts
working.
skateboarding up the stairs.
It's fine.
Well, I guess I'm the only one that
I'm-
is actually walking up the stairs properly.
All right.
I'm tired.
I
but it's
am
quite
like
a view.
I am just teeny.
It's just rock.
Okay, leave me be.
I think you should shut up. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Boink.
there.
Wind your way.
Ezekiel should stay that side.
Yeah, I think I should just be so small.
You wind your way around the
Firefox.
stairs,
Oh, sorry.
eventually arriving at a landing within the stairs. The stairs continue up on your right, still winding their way to the top of the massive stone arch, but it sort of branches off. There's a wooden walkway that leads to these sort of inlets in the side of the stone face.
Tell me rich people live in caves? What the fuck?
Living the life.
This is very avant-garde of them.
By the way, if we get found out for that letter, I'm blaming you.
You literally do not. You're the one that faked it, so there. I will throw all of you under the bus with no hesitation.
Wait, are we not going up this
Me in
one?
the face.
I don't.
Why are we
I
doing
want to
this?
see what these things are. Unless anybody knows what they are. in
I
which
think
case...
people just live there.
Okay, well if these are houses, then never mind. I don't care about rich people houses. I'm gonna burn. No, I'm just kidding. I'll burn
Hang
it.
on, what? Why did you guys
Not
come
yet.
here?
Not to talk to rich people, actually. We came here to just stare at their houses
Well-
and then leave.
We came
I'm
here
a
to
little
I
confused,
suppose
but you
looking
can
around
go-
a public square.
You can continue to
I suppose.
walk up if you want.
Oh, what?
That path
Yeah, I
leads
mean,
up there.
I
Are
if
we
you wanna
just
go.
gonna be? Are we just gonna be knocking on doors the whole?
Solicitor.
Yeah, I figured there'd be like a public square to look
Yeah,
around
that's
in
what I was
first or something.
thinking.
On the
I'm
side of the
thinking
stone
the
arch?
public square. Yeah, I'm thinking the public square is just up this staircase.
Oh,
I hope
Okay.
so.
You can continue up the stone staircase if you want.
is this just like a set of weird apartments? That's what I'm getting the vibe, is that these are just weird apartments.
I think you're a weird apartment.
Do you even know what an
So
apartment is?
true.
Do you?
Yes, I'm very well traveled. I know what an apartment is, even if they don't exist.
All right. You continue climbing for maybe another 20 minutes, winding your way up these stairs. And eventually you turn over the top of the steps and are now standing on top of the massive archway. Off to your left and right, you can see this sort of stone set walkway that forms a path with flowers very purposefully planted, spaced evenly. Far off to your left, you can see a very, very massive building. Far off to your right, further down the stone arch, you can see a tall tower. What would you like to do?
Is everyone just going to stand around? I mean,
Well, we've never been up here. So
I'm basking
No fucking-
in
I
the
don't
wage
think we
gap.
should go this way because
Yeah, it
that's where
seems
rich.
like
That's like the big,
yeah,
yeah. We'll
that's
just
where
go
like the
this way.
Sultana lives, I think.
Oh, wait, there's a girl running the city? I'm just kidding. I hate women.
I knew it.
I'm actually a misogynist guy.
Fun facts. Cecily is misogynistic.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Ice Knife real quick. No, I'm kidding.
I guess we're going this way.
All right. Then you continue your way along the top of this massive stone arch. You are very, very high above the city now.
What if we just fall off?
I was just
you-
going to ignore it.
Instantly die.
Okay,
You touch
actually,
the
Jay,
ground.
so I do have
Unless
a
you had
question.
feathers
It's not important question, but like, how logistically does this work? You keep mentioning it's on an arch, but all I'm imagining is like that one arch in like Mississippi or whatever, and it's just like there's houses on top of it. Like that's what's in my mind right now. So like, how exactly does this work?
It's much wider than that, I think.
I just don't get it. Like, how did they build houses on like an incline? Like, what is happening?
The closest approximation to how I pictured in my mind is on the World Anvil.
Okay, I'm gonna go look on the world.
SMH hasn't even seen the world anvil.
Look at the world anvil all the time. Shut up.
Apparently not enough.
It's on
Who
the
the fuck
page.
am-
It's on the page for Alzar.
Okay,
Yeah. that
maybe
one
this
right
will
there.
answer my question. I get it. I still hate it, but like I get
I hate
it.
you.
How? Okay, now I want to know how stable that rock is. That looks like they're building some pretty big things on top of a not so thick rock face. Well,
Probably.
it's not my
Yeah, then we start
problem. That's
questioning
their
how snake
problem.
people
Anyway.
came to existence.
It was actually through a series of rituals of cannibalism. So there's your answer.
Okay.
Easy enough.
You continue your way along the top of the arch towards the tower on the eastern end of it. And as you approach, you see hanging in between two of the trees that line the pathway a hammock. And there's somebody lying in the hammock.
Gasp, a rich person.
You guys still have the description, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good.
The only thing I really remember without looking at my notes is that we're looking for a guy with a mustache.
Well, I guess that's not a thing.
You sense from like 100 feet away that this person does not have a mustache.
As you
I
walk
can
by
look right
Valbella,
now.
as you arrive about there, without opening his
Damn
eyes,
it, I-
the man in the hammock just sort of calls out, "Where exactly do you think you're going?"
I waited
wh-
there
what-
because I figured there was gonna be something there, and then nothing happened.
Somebody was talking.
Anyway. Oh.
What exactly is this way?
He kind of sits up slightly from the hammock. "Ooh, it's the throne guard tower.
Oh,
This is not where we want to be then.
I guess I believe we are in the wrong place.
He
Wrong direction.
swings himself out of the hammock.
He's like, nah, man, you guys, I'm gonna ask you some questions.
Four of you look pretty lost. What exactly are you doing on top of the steps to Ascension?
We are looking for a nobleman.
And you didn't find any on the way up.
No, because we are not from this area.
All right. Well, the nobles of Al-Zahar, they built their mansions, their estates into the side of the stone arch that you're currently standing atop. So if you're looking for nobles, you've passed them.
Mansions, those tiny little. It's fine.
I suppose I kind of assumed it'd be like a fancy rich person square or something.
Yes.
Kind of.
Well, maybe in another city, friend, but not here.
Fair enough. Time to turn around, friends.
And actually go into their houses, I guess.
Well, much as I hate to do this, it is technically my due diligence to have to do this. Why exactly are you up here again? Trust me, I'd rather just go back to sleep.
We are looking for a nobleman.
All right, why?
It's a very long string of things. These noblemen we have a description of talks to a suspect we are looking for very frequently. It's hard to find that guy. So
Bored
we're here.
already.
Oh, then trust me, I know.
Care to summarize for me?
The nobleman we are looking for seems to know somebody else we are looking for.
All right, it's vague. Well, doesn't sound like it relates to anything that I need to do. It doesn't, does it?
I wouldn't imagine.
Good. All right. Well, leave you to your business. Don't cause any trouble. Hate to have to come down there and kill any of you.
Of course not. Of course.
All right. Good. On your way.
Well, he was fun.
No.
Hang on. Analysis.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I have to take a picture before I close it.
I don't
Okay,
like
I'm
his
done.
gross little chin beard.
Okay, well, I like it.
I'm going to shave it off when he's not looking.
No! He's sleeping and you have like a straight razor and you're like, alright,
Yeah,
bitch.
he's sleeping
come
and
here.
Ezekiel like climbs all the steps and sneaks in and just
He goes all the way back up, cuts this guy's little beard off, goes all the way back
I'm
down.
like, that is so disgusting. I have to deal with it myself.
Not gonna lie, he would probably just thank you for doing the work for him. He's
You're
not
like,
like he
"Oh,
has
yeah,
it because he
you
thinks
can
it's
do that."
fashionable. He's just lazy.
I hate rich people.
The real question is, how often does he shower?
He didn't even get his name. He's not rich.
He looks.
I'm gonna say he looks
I'm
rich.
gonna shave
Does he?
his beard off.
Here, hold on. I'll send the picture to the. I'll send the picture to the season.
No, I mean, I
we can
saw
debate
him. I
whether or
just,
not he
I
looks
just
rich.
don't know if that looks rich.
Does he look? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put a poll. Does he look?
We can
Oh
go back
my
and ask
God.
him
Yes
if you want.
or no?
Go back and ask him.
Hey, buddy, do you think you look rich?
All right, everybody else can answer. Does he look rich yet? Yes or no? I think he. Does. Actually, I don't think he does, but it's fine. We can all fight over it.
Cillian's trying to get roasted for her tabs again.
You know what?
Sorry.
I've decided.
I'm sorry. I don't have as many this time. Okay.
I was watching you walk over there, Bob. Where are you going? Alright, are you heading back down the steps
Forgot.
then?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess we gotta go check out these people's rock mansions. I was in mountains.
Alright. Then you make your way back down these steps to Ascension.
Getting our steps
I
in for
don't
the
know
day.
what's up here. Don't make fun of me.
So
My
Julia
legs
pulls
are
out
gonna
his
look so good
his
after
real actual Fitbit, looks at his steps, and puts him.
Yeah, you get a notification that you've made your steps for the day.
He's like, oh my god, 20,000! That's a really big number. Thanks, guys. Got all
You,
my steps in for the
I
day.
think there are
Descend.
many more than that.
You descend these steps to Ascension, back down to this sort of landing part of the way down.
I guess we did ascended though. Ascended. I
Away
guess we
from
did
it
ascend.
now.
We are going slowly to hell, actually. Do you think I could pass for a nobleman? Now I want to know. Do you guys think that you would think
No.
I was rich? Okay.
No.
He starts crying.
Stink. You still smell like squid.
God damn it! Don't bring that up. I'll
Also,
punch
your
you.
hair is
I'll-
greasy.
Do we just like knock? Or...
Cecilia starts sobbing.
What do we
The
knock on?
I
first,
just stare.
the first alcove you arrive at, Lunette, has sort of a wooden face blocking its entrance with a ornate door in the center of it.
Doors, like greatest enemy.
There's
Okay,
a sort of
can
a large ring hanging from it, like a door knocker.
Can you give me that description, please?
Me?
Suits?
What?
Suits you?
Wait, what?
The one that you
Description of what?
definitely
Can I hear
wrote
it,
down,
please?
right?
Oh!
Why do you think we are here?
See,
I was like, wait.
here's the
um,
problem, because if you say Cecilia wrote it down, but you don't write it down, then when people in universe ask you to recant it, then all of a sudden,
You have to
You have
ask
to do
Cecilia every time.
Fine, I'll write it down.
But anyway, if I can tell you so you can write it down. So he's average build with a mustache, and they couldn't get a good read on his hair because he was wearing like a hat, like a turban or something. But his only like
Okay,
major
well, was it a
distinguishing
hat
feature
or a
was the
turban?
mustache.
'Cause
I
that's a
think it was a
pretty big
turban.
difference.
Okay, I think it was a turban. I don't remember
Was
exactly
it a
because I wasn't
turban?
writing it down.
Jay,
I'm gonna
was
say
it a
yes.
turban?
I'm
you
gonna
never
say
said.
yes.
They never said.
I'm gonna say that it's a head covering. Let's just say that.
I think it was a
Vague
hat.
head
I,
cover.
I think it was a hat.
You
Uh,
literally said.
to
You literally
quote-
said.
To quote the person who told it to you, there was something covering his head. If you want to call that a head covering, I'd say that's pretty accurate.
Okay. Yes. Go with head cover.
Ezekiel, you
okay.
can pick one of the flowers. They're sort of like laid out very precisely in this pot. You can grab one if you want.
This is so fantastic. I am gonna pick a flower.
All right.
Was that it, Suits?
Yeah, that's it. He didn't really have
Okay.
any major description. Just that he was very. He mentioned that he was very average looking, like not too tall, not too short, like not too large, not
Oh,
too
that's
thin.
that's very helpful.
I
love the
literally,
fish man.
I literally cannot help you anymore.
Oh
That's
no,
all he told
I'm
me.
making fun of Fishman, not you.
Okay, well, you know what? Fishman gave us, more information than anybody else had. Aside from the vague, "Oh, he hangs around here sometimes." At least we got a mustache off of him. That's a
I
distinguishing
suppose
feature.
so.
I would look very different if I had a mustache. Okay?
Yeah, you still look stupid. I can say that much.
He starts crying.
I think a mustache is
Bella.
the only thing that can make you look worse.
Oh my god!
God!
What the fuck?
Holy shit!
Cecilia
Bella-
jumps off the side of the
Oh,
step.
there's
distracted.
Melbella. Okay, I guess we're gonna
Cecilia is
knock.
Dead.
This is literally just a Cecilia roast session, and I'm in so much pain right now. This hurts so
Oh my
much.
Alright.
Sorry, there's still a boot print on my face.
I didn't think I was. Oh my god! I didn't. Step on your.
Okay, let's all calm
Can
down.
I just go inside my lantern now? Absolutely.
no,
I need
you
somebody
cannot.
That's gonna talk to me.
Wait, how big is your lantern? What? Never mind.
We'll talk about
Never
it
mind.
later.
He
We're
just
just-
has
we're
like a
knocking.
house-size lantern.
It's the size of the royal path. Okay.
Yeah, Zeke, the bit rate dropped for a sec there. Not exactly sure why. And I don't actually see it anywhere else. That was weird. Little dip there. But if it's back, then we're good. Alright, so you're still standing out front of this ornate looking door on the side of this massive stone arch. What would you like to do, Luna?
We are going to knock.
Alright. Ezekiel, have you stolen the entire pot or just all of the flowers in the pot?
I just like grabbed a clump of flowers.
Okay, you could definitely hide the flowers on your person.
Not
but
the pot.
the pot
He's
would be
grabbing a couple
significantly
flowers
more
and
difficult.
also dirt. And
Yeah, just like whatever came in that clump.
there's like a lizard just chilling.
Why is there a lizard?
Lizards like plants. I don't know what you want me to
Slugs.
say. Ew.
Also, Zeke, the fish man was not literally a fish man. He just sold fish at the market. That's all.
I am
Also,
aware.
it was a shark. No,
No,
I'm just
not
clarifying
you.
for the chat.
Zeke is-
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a
Zeke, not
Zeke in
Ezekiel.
chat, not Ezekiel.
There- this is a little
Oh.
confusing now.
Sorry,
See,
yeah.
you gotta change your
Okay.
name, bud. You gotta get a legal name change. Something here's gonna happen.
That was for the chat.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say I don't remember thinking he was actually a shark,
You look up at him,
but I think that would be way
Shark.
better if the guy selling fish was a fish.
Alright.
No,
It's a water
I can't
genocide.
talk about SpongeBob right now. We need to
oh my god. Okay, can we just go inside and just knock?
No, we're
You
not
knock.
going inside. We're knocking.
We break inside the.
You knock, and then you wait a moment. And after a couple seconds, a small Nyanhari girl opens the door and says, "Can I help you?"
Well, definitely not what who I expected to see here, but you could still help us. Have you seen a? We're looking for a nobleman, sort of medium build, mustache, tends to wear a head covering. She does air quotes.
Mm, I don't know. You could ask my brother and my sister.
Mm. No, I think we can move on for now.
Oh, all right.
Sorry, we're just
Assuming
looking for
Nyanharis
someone.
have no
We
info.
thought they might live up here.
Okay.
Did Lynette specifically ask about a Yuan-Ti nobleman living up here?
He's not Yuan-Ti.
the- yeah,
the
the
noble
nobleman
isn't
is
the Yuan-Ti.
Oh.
The Yuan-Ti's the sus guy. The nobleman is just some dude.
Did we at least get a raise from the description? That's
Nope.
mustache?
He did
Okay.
not say. He said he had a mustache.
Mm,
The more that I think about it, a mustache is something that can be easily shaved off. So like,
Can
He
we
really
not
didn't give
make
us
this any
much-
more complicated than it
okay,
is?
I'm sorry. I'll just go sit in the corner.
Yes, do that.
He sits in the corner.
I like how he keeps subconsciously moving my icon as I'm saying this in character.
You did that with Koja too.
The Nyanhari girl is just kind of awkwardly staring at all four of you. Not really sure if she should close the door or not. Is that all?
Yes, I'm sorry. You can go back to your business.
All right.
4 random people knock on her door, and they're like, "Have you seen this man?"
We are door-to-door salesmen.
And we're like, "Excuse me, I'm here to contact you about your car's extended warranty.
We're-
Oh my god,
Part of
shut
a
up.
pyramid scheme.
Would you like to invest in our stock called Sensi? You know, they have
Would
like
you like
little
to join our
candles.
MLM?
Can I
scheme,
shove Sith
please?
off the edge?
Mhm.
No, I'm kidding.
Jay's like, "Yeah, you can. I hate this bitch."
I think I want to take some of these flowers also.
All right. Yeah, they're
Oh
a
my
different type
God.
of flower.
My God, why the fuck you're taking flowers?
They're just
Not
so
They're nice
nice.
flowers.
They're nice, but you're ruining the environment. You know what the Lorax would say, right?
They are so rich. You know what? This is not my business.
All right.
Well,
Lorax
it is a
is just
Lorax.
moss and stuff.
The
Is that the Yuan-Ti legend? I'm sorry.
the
Yeah.
next door also looks pretty similar. Slightly kind of different carvings in the door, but otherwise relatively the same.
All right, let me through.
Oh.
Bunch of weenies.
No weenie.
Okay, I'll knock again.
All right. After a brief moment of silence, you kind of hear some footsteps shuffling behind the door, and then a man with sort of bright red hair opens the door and just enthusiastically says, "Ah, visitors! How can I help you? Would you like to come inside?"
Would you all like to come
I
inside?
think we should go.
Sure, why not?
Good. All right, come in.
He's like a serial killer.
Yeah.
I will let him.
You
serial
all
kill
fall
me, I
into my
think.
trap. He stabs
I
all
would
of
let
you
him
for 50
serial
I
kill
damage.
will
me
let him
any
serial
day.
kill me.
He is a mimic.
the entire mansion is a mimic, and it kills.
Oh my
us.
god.
Just the entire like this neighborhood.
Hey Jay, I think chat wants to see his character.
Oh god.
I don't see that message in
I
chat.
am looking
Weird.
so intently, I think.
Oh, actually, Zeke private message.
Wow, now it's
I think
popped
he
up
wants
all
to
of a
see it.
sudden. Fine. Alright, I'll bring you inside first then.
Hey, wait a minute. I know who sent that message.
Shut your
See,
trap.
look, Zeke wants to see him. So
Alright, I will. The man leads you inside his estate.
this is a big ass house.
Never judge a manor by its exterior.
Seriously, how do they fit the? No, but like, how do they fit all this
It's a
in
big
like
rock.
a rock?
It's a massive rock.
Yeah, but like he has a neighbor
absolutely
that lives like
massive.
really close next to him. Like, how does
Okay,
it?
that is
Okay,
a good point.
yeah, they just have like really thin walls. There's like one earthquake. You get like a nice little window into your neighbor's house. You're like, oh my god, hi.
No need to
Okay,
be
I'm
shy.
done.
Come in, come in. The living room is over here.
This is nice. This is all you right here. Got no roaches or nothing.
He opens the
You
door.
are in the way.
I just stand there. No, I'm just
You are blocking the way, Stinkfoot.
He walks into this room here and then just sort of stops for a moment. I guess I don't get too many visitors. You can make yourself at home. I don't exactly have enough seats for you, though I wasn't expecting such large company today.
Oh, it's fine.
There you go.
just
Now,
when Discord
You
decided to
dirty
open
fox.
itself. Alright.
now, to what do I owe the pleasure?
We are actually looking for someone. We were going door to door to see if anybody could get anything off of
I
the
see.
description.
You're looking for me then?
No, though you do seem
Internally,
very
he's like,
pleasant.
yes.
He looks horror struck. Someone else then. And why did that bring you to my door?
Well, we needed to look somewhere. We're just kind of going door to door.
I
We only have a
see.
description, so we can't really find his address or anything.
I see, I see. Well, perhaps I know the person you speak of.
Let's see. The distinguishing features were a
Pulls out
mustache.
notebook. He's like, I've got this.
And if you want to ask, go ahead.
Yeah, so he's mostly got a mustache is like the big thing we're going off of here. He's like average build. He said like 13. No, he didn't give us like a specific age, but like younger, I think.
And a head covering of some kind.
We don't know if he always wears a head cover.
Well, you said it, not me.
Okay, well that's what the fish guy
At some
told us.
point, he has worn a head cover.
At some he owns one somewhere in his closet.
Probably.
He sort of mulls over what you told him. Kind of thinks for a while. No, not him, no. I think I vaguely recall someone resembling that description.
Do you know where we might be able to find them?
Now where did I see? Where did I see him? Where did I see him? In the restaurant, the Debonair. I was eating my breakfast. I think that was where I saw someone of that description.
That could be helpful.
We all sit here in silence in his living room.
Why
We are just
exactly
staring intently.
do you seek this man? You can't come into my house and tease such interesting tidbits of information and not tell me why.
From what we have heard, he seems to frequently talk to a Yuan-Ti we are looking for.
I see. Why are you looking for the UNT?
We have our reasons, Cecilia says. Definitely not a Yuan-Ti, definitely. He's
You are really flexing that +3 charisma.
never had to do one charisma check yet. And I never will. I have so much just undeniable charisma. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
I do occasionally take interest in the matters of the UNT. I am something of a historian.
Wait, really?
Would I lie about that?
Not necessarily, but it seems like Yuan-Ti aren't exactly the most popular study subject.
Well, it is ancient history after all.
If you could tell us, specifically me, what you know, I would really appreciate that. I'll compensate you if I need to, but we're looking for any information we can find about Yuan-Tis. Anything is greatly appreciated.
There's an interesting cavern we found with many Yuan-Ti things in it. It seems to have activity. We're trying to find any connection we can.
A cavern, you say? Whereabouts?
And the sewers, unfortunately.
In the sewers. Ah, yes, the sewers below the city. There used to be a UNT aqueduct. That's what
Yes.
you referred to then.
Indeed.
And what was in this? A cavern in the sewers, you say?
Yes, with statues of Yuan-Ti, a statue of a snake. It was very interesting.
Statues of UNT. What did they look like?
You all
We've
get a
seen
better
them
look at
multiple
than I did.
times. Yeah, so there's two of them. They both look they look pretty similar, but one's male and one's female. And then across the cavern from them is a very large snake statue of
I
like an
see.
actual snake.
One male and one female. Perhaps important figures in UNT history. Though
They
without
se-
seeing it myself, I can't say exactly who they may be.
They seemed like they could be authority figures, but they looked similar. Like they were slightly different, just in terms of gender, not so much distinguishing features.
I see.
Relatives, perhaps.
That's a possibility.
And there was another statue, you say?
Yes, one of a very large snake, probably
I see.
a couple
Well,
times larger than us.
no surprise that UNT would carve a statue of a serpent.
And what was it? There was a handprint or something on the tongue, wasn't there?
There was not exactly a handprint, but just a space in the back of the mouth.
Well,
I think it
you
could have
kept
been. It
putting
could have
your
been.
hands on it, I kind of
What?
assumed.
It's not a handprint. Listen, okay, you did. We're trying to figure out how to do stuff down there. If there's somewhere that you can trigger or something, maybe I'm gonna stick my hand into it. Obviously,
I see.
I may
Oh,
have wanted.
you- You believe that this serpent statue is some sort of contraption or used for a purpose, not just a statue.
I suppose we did forget to mention the large door.
Yes,
that we
we're
were
gonna
trying to
just.
open.
I'm just gonna tell him everything.
A door, you
I
say?
mean, I
Yes,
guess.
so there's this big door also in the cavern that we just casually forgot to mention somehow.
Oh,
that we've
I see.
discovered is slightly. Valbella, you said it was like a little connected. Like you seemed like the same sort of.
Do not look at
Magical-
me. I am
You were
refusing
the
to
one-
give any information to anybody else.
Okay, well,
Why?
I'm
He's
just
so
gonna
nice.
He's so nice. Why? Why aren't you? It's fine. It's fine.
You
Anyway,
all are so trusting for
I
no
literally
reason.
I do not care.
I
Anyway,
see plenty of reason.
I see plenty of reasons to trust me.
I do too. I must agree.
Listen, Valbella, he's one of the only people I've ever met who actually knows, like, anything about Yuan-Ti.
You mean he's one of the only people who's ever shown any interest in you? Hmm?
Pain.
Whoa!
We don't talk about this
Uh,
right now. We don't have to go there. We don't have to.
I deserve this. This is my time.
Ugh. Alright, well, I'll, be like, yes, so the door has Yuan-Ti Draconic on it. It had a phrase.
I see.
No, I gotta check my notes app. Notes app. Tell me what the door says. The door says, restore the serpent's gifts. And we deciphered that the statue may be magically linked to the door, but we're not exactly sure how.
Hmm. And that's why you seek out the Yuan-Ti, to help you solve this mysterious statue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I feel like as though I should be more help, but he just kind of gestures at himself. But it's
Indeed.
I don't know a lot about my own culture.
I was
so-
presuming you are of Yuan-Ti origin yourself.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about my own culture, so it's rather frustrating in times like these. It doesn't happen often, let me assure you, but I wish I could be of more help, but I don't know enough to carry us along.
Alright. The historian, who you haven't asked his name,
I think he's really he's great.
I'll keep calling him the historian.
Yeah, we'll ask his name in like 5 minutes for sure.
No.
I gotta know what his name is.
Let him be mysterious.
He kind of thinks for a moment. Restore. Hang on. And he kind of sits down for a moment to kind of think. You want to throw money at him? He doesn't need
Yes.
it.
He deserves all of the 46 gold and 9 silver.
So much for hating rich people.
Pennies for him.
He's the only rich I'm not gonna eat.
You don't speak for all of us. I am very pissed off.
I love this man.
Not me, but Valbella.
I think Valbella can shut it. I love this man.
God,
I
being the
think-
only person who doesn't like men, pain.
Hey, I don't like him. That's presumptuous. I just think he's polite.
Bold of you
Serpents.
to assume Ezekiel likes me.
Rich people
What
did
are
you say?
I'm not-
everything.
Okay. let's-
You, Shyla, is gonna burn you to a crisp if you make jokes like that.
I'm like, oh my god, he's definitely lantern. You Shiley just incinerates me on the spot.
As he was
Where's
kind of sitting
Ash?
down, as he was kind of sitting down and thinking, he kind of sits up all of a sudden, straight in his chair and stands up. Serpent's gift, Serpent's gift. You say you don't know too much about Yuan-Ti culture, friend. Well, I've heard this phrase "serpent's gift" before. Yuan-Ti consider the venom that they naturally have in their bodies to be not a malady released onto others, but a gift given to others. It is a privilege to be
So you have to
poisoned
fight
by
this bitch.
the Yuan-Ti.
Did you just have to spit on it this whole time?
I just vomit all over the statue.
It's almost
My
like
stomach acid.
maybe both of us were saying that,
Listen, okay. Wait, now I forget about
including
this.
yourself.
Wait, what?
I've been thinking about this for a while. So since the poison itself isn't a malady,
That's right. Not a malady, a gift.
yeah. So as Yuanti, I know I myself can both have the resistance to poison as well as being able to produce it. If I was to restore the gift, would I be gifting the poison to the serpent?
Well, you said this serpent it has an empty space in its mouth. It lacks something.
Yeah,
So
does.
it's worth a try.
Hold on, out of this. I thought it was that for like a week. I was like, this is no, that can't be
And
right.
you
The whole
didn't
time, I was like,
try
that can't be right. Listen. After last session, I was like, Jay texted me, and I was like, oh, I'm thinking really hard right now, and that's the first thing I thought of. I was like, no, that's not right.
Me and Ezekiel are gonna kick you in the face. I swear.
Oh,
We
it's
are
fine.
right
It's
now.
fine. It's fine.
Prepare your face.
We
to
just
get-
immediately shoved Slits to the ground.
Immediately, you murder him in front of his sexy man.
Yeah, we're just like, hold on a second and just pummel you.
I appreciate the intel, or not intel, but information, sir. If you don't mind, what's your name?
Myself. I am Zura.
What's your phone number?
What's your Twitter?
What's your social security number?
Yeah, what's your credit card number?
Zura
What are
Tavizia.
the 3-digit security code on the back?
Hey, yo, what's her snap?
Okay. No
Would you
kidding.
like a flower?
Hey, back off, bitch! He's mine.
No. What happened to Ranger Man?
I think that he's not.
Yeah,
a
you have a
Yuanti
boyfriend
historian,
already.
so I have 3. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna stick my hand out. I'll be like, "Well, I'm Sitsulia. It's a pleasure to meet you."
Nice to meet you as well. He shakes your hand.
I'm sorry, you were doing this pleasant session.
It's fine. I feel like I want to ask him more about Yuantis just because I know Jack about them, but like, also if you guys have something else you want to do, I'm not gonna sit here and force you to listen to Yuanti information for fucking hell. Does anybody want to have a history lesson? I do. I sure do. If he's my history teacher, shit.
I suppose this is the best lead we have at the moment.
Please.
To clarify what I said, session 1 is probably a bit of a stretch. The likelihood of you getting there in session 1 was pretty unlikely, but you had the capability in session 1.
I thought you were saying they had been there session 1 and had figured it out, and I was about to actually find
No.
Suits.
No, but they have had the ability to solve it for like at least like 5 or 6 sessions.
I've had poison spray for the whole time, so if that's what we're going
You
with, the
seem
poison-
very good at using it on other people.
Can you shut the fuck up? You don't need to bring that up.
While we're at it, you could try kicking it too.
My God. I love how every time Valbella says something that's like we all just like fucking go nuts for like 5 seconds and then it's just dead silence.
We'll
It's the funniest
wait.
shit to me.
It
We
was
just emote for like 5 minutes and then we just
that all
Yeah.
You needed? Was that the purpose for your little visit today?
Well, what you did tell us certainly will help.
oh
I'm
yes,
glad, I'm
it's
glad.
very
That is good.
I do have a question. It's not a major thing, but
All right.
if there was any more information that I wanted to know about my own culture, could
Yes.
I speak to you about it? Since you know a decent amount?
Well, to get all into it would take years. My work as a historian has been the process of over a decade now.
And I'm sure once we've wrapped this
Yes,
investigation up a little
no,
more, we have
of
plenty of time.
Yes, I of course didn't mean now, but I am somewhat of a knowledge seeker myself, and it's always up on my priority list to learn more about things I have no deeper knowledge of.
Very well. I would be happy to speak with you if you had the time. Although it does sound like you're a little bit busy with your aqueducts and sewers.
Just a little bit, but the information you did give us today is extremely helpful, and I thank you greatly for that.
Happy to help. It's not often I get
fact-
visitors. I'm glad that this turned out to be a useful affair.
In fact, when it comes to rites of passages up here, would you be able to write us one? It's much harder to get up here for reasons other than the investigation.
Suppose that's possible. It would be permission to visit the steps to Ascension, to visit my manor. It won't get you very far with the throne guard, but it'll get you past the guards at the base of the steps.
That would be nice, yes.
Yes, I don't think we have any particular qualms with the throne guard.
Just don't cause any trouble on the steps. It will come back to me.
Of course.
Whatever you say. No, is that okay? Is that okay?
All right.
You're welcome for that idea, by the way, Suts.
I can
Yeah, thanks. I'll pay you later.
write out a little rite of passage.
Wonderful.
I hold on to it.
Yes, you can have it. That's
Oh, thanks. I'll stick it in my lantern. Yashala might not like it, but it's fine.
Here you are.
Thank you.
Now then. I suppose you likely need to be on the way.
I would imagine so.
I mean, we don't have to. If you
Yeah,
want.
Stay, if you
Please,
want.
you.
I'm
you-
just.
Oh, you two, you are so.
Get
oh,
your
you are
own.
so,
Go-
You are so
I'll give you-
desperate.
I'll
we are
give
going.
you Malamon now. You can have him. I don't.
No.
You can
Val,
have him.
help me drag them out, please.
I'm sure you will find a nice man, but this you gotta back up.
I think the only.
Back up, bitch.
I will only take Loot Man over him.
Okay, we'll go date Loot Man. Go have fun with Loot Man.
I'm gonna steal his monkey.
No! You don't even know the monkey's name.
That
Why
is
would,
how to
why would
win
you do?
someone's heart.
That's so rude. You don't steal their monkey. You give them another monkey.
No, you steal their monkey.
No. Okay. This is going nowhere.
A pleasure meeting you.
A pleasant evening to all four of you.
Mm-hmm.
Susan's like, yeah.
Now I really feel bad that I completely flumped the encounter with the Yanari.
Well, it seems like now that we have the information we seek, and also a sort of useful ally when it comes to this information, I assume if we need him again, we can just
Yeah.
head back up.
Which is why.
Anyway, Lunette, can I have that paper?
Oh yeah, here you go.
Thanks.
No, just kidding. I crumple it up and throw it out.
Cecilia would jump after it, like genuinely. If you did, he would absolutely just jump off the side.
And that's
Excuse
where
me,
Cecilia's
Ezekiel, you are-
story ends.
Excuse me, Ezekiel, you are in the way.
Cecilia puts it very carefully in one of his bags. I say that like he has more bags. How many bags does this man have? That's my question. He has like a little fucking fanny pack. It's like a medieval fanny pack. It's got like it's like leather and like there's no zipper. It's just like
I am going to push you off the edge.
Listen, every man needs
It's
a fanny
like-
pack. All right. Every
I
single
wear a
one.
fanny pack.
Just rocking like the mom.
See?
shit.
Yeah,
Like,
no, he's
I
got the mom
unironically
jeans on.
carry a fanny pack.
He's got the mom jeans on. I love fanny packs. They're so useful.
They
You can carry
are.
everything.
In fact, I want 2 more. I'm gonna make a.
You
Batman
put one
utility
across.
belt with fanny
You
packs.
sling one over one shoulder and sling one over the other, like Rambo.
A surprisingly informative trip.
Alright, then the 4 of you make the very long trek down the steps to Ascension, winding your way along the side of the massive stone arch.
Cecilia's actual real life Fitbit explodes.
It's a little easier to go
From-
down than it is to climb
from all
up,
the stuff.
but there's still a lot of steps. So it takes you quite a while by the time you reach the base of the steps to Ascension.
Cecilia's moonwalking down the steps to Ascension.
Oh my god.
Every time his character is facing like a direction that we're not going, I think of like really funny scenarios in my head of like what would explain him facing that direction. And moonwalking is the first thing I came up with right now. So you guys had to be witness to that.
Thank you so much for that.
You're so welcome. I have to fill the dead silence that sometimes comes over our group, which
Or you could just talk.
I am
No.
talking. That's the thing. You say, oh, you should talk, but I am actually talking. So
Alright.
joke's on you.
The 4 of you arrive at the bottom of the steps to Ascension. It's getting a little bit later, sort of approaching sundown now, as you arrive at the base of the steps to Ascension.
You guys want to like dinner? Or...
I think we should go visit Loot Man.
No, we're not doing that.
You can do that tomorrow if you'd like. I'm not gonna stop you. But do we wanna eat at the Debonair or do we wanna go to the
I
tavern?
mean, I suppose we could, but
I think Valbella might want to see a certain someone at the tavern, so maybe.
Well, I think Bella would have to catch up first.
I think Valbella would have to
Valbella is
move.
very far behind.
I think Valbella would have to not stand still. In dead silence.
So I think in the morning we have. It could be nice to maybe split up between the market and the Debonair to try and look out for our noble.
Yes, and I think that this time, if we do head back into the sewers, we might not need to take everyone as well. Might be, a death sentence, what with the weird flea monster things hanging out down there. But you know what? Fun's fun.
We're calling it a
So
flea.
true.
Oh yeah, you weren't there. Not the weird thing with all the legs and shit. No, the corpses of like dead monsters you saw down there.
There
They're
were
just, like
more
weird
monsters?
insects. Yes.
You told me there were no more monsters.
Oh well, the one we killed a bunch of them, but who knows if there's more down there? We didn't run into them,
Oh,
so like I can't say that there should be more. But like where there's adult monsters, there's usually baby monsters. So
Makekatsu.
sounds like a you problem.
Alright, let's call the session right here, since it's getting late.
Yeah.
And this is a decent stopping point.
It is.
Alright.
We had another hour of time. Oh, however, could this have been prevented? No, I'm kidding.
I literally cannot help that my work schedule is weird.
Our
You could
work
just
was
quit,
really
SMH.
complicated.
Work was horrible today.
Alright.
You could just quit, SMH.
Our
I need
friendship
money.
together.
So, the next stream will be Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern, for more Silversong. And then after that, we'll be back with Whispers in the Woods. And then, unless anything changes for you guys, then next Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. All my streams are at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Actually, will not be here next Friday.
No?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a party, so.
All right.
Oh,
If
no.
anything changes, update me, but we'll say it's a no for now.
Sure.
Alrighty. then maybe we'll find something else to do on Friday if I have the time, but we'll see.
Mama.
Yeah, I think 3 out of the 4 people in this campaign are going to that. So
Yeah.
it
There
would,
we
it
go.
would just
I
be
forgot
you.
that was
Matt
next
invited
week.
Yeah, it's next Friday, guys.
Oh,
Get
come
your
That
on,
I
costumes
was-
don't have
ready.
my costume.
That
Get
was
your
a
costume ready.
that was a server Wii, not a Seas of Sand Wii.
Well, you know what? I think that we are actually more important than the
Yeah.
server. No, I'm just kidding.
Incorrect. So so maybe we'll find something else to do, but I don't know if I'm what I'm gonna be doing then. So I might decide to just not have a stream that night. But
You could do a stream of showing all the really sexy NPCs and then having everybody rate them on whether or not they look rich.
And then
uh,
let
I think
us
that's a really
romance
good idea.
them.
And then like yeah, that part.
well, maybe I'll say maybe.
Nice.
That's not gonna happen.
Nice. I do have a. I want to know who's single. You gotta tell us who's eligible in there.
By the way, Swift, it seems
It's
your
not how
poll was an
D&D works.
overwhelming no.
What did you say?
It seems
Not-
your poll was an overwhelming no.
Well, he's still great in my
Yeah,
eyes.
well.
I think.
Oh, he
I
just
am
got one
still
more
going
no.
to
Awesome.
Yeah,
shave
that was
his
me.
little beard.
That was me.
Please don't. Please don't shave his little beard. It's
Didn't
all
even
I've
it's
got.
ask
getting
his
shaved.
name.
I think that we'll
Well, he
just
did
go
say
all
he
the way
might kill
back
us.
up there. We'll go all the way back up there and be like, "Hey, yo, come stab me!" And then while he's trying to kill us, we're like, "Oh my god, what's your name? By the way, you're so hot." And then he won't tell us, and will actually just kill us before he will tell. And then he's like,
Yeah.
"Bitch, yeah." I'm
You,
gonna stop talking.
If you want more information on the world that all my campaigns take place in, not just this one, they're all in a living world. They're all sort of conjoined, taking place in relatively. Zeke, that doesn't exist. Stop. They're all taking place within relatively the same time period, with the exclusion of Silversong, which takes place 5 years ago. But yeah, it's all within the living world, so of course actions of one campaign can affect actions of other campaigns. Cough, cough. Remember that. So if you want to learn more about that stuff, we have sort of a quote-unquote wiki called a World Anvil page, hosted of course by the World Anvil website, where you can read about locations or deities or factions and various things that take place or exist within this living world. If you want to find updates about streams and stuff, then you can follow my Twitter. It's just @GrandLorian on Twitter, but there's a link to it below in my About section. We also have a Discord server for anyone who wants to join. It's not just for players, it's for everybody. There's fan art and memes and all sorts of channels there, so feel free to join that. If that link's ever not working, just tell me and I'll update it. But yeah, if you ever miss a session or want to go back and catch up on stuff that you didn't get to see, like the beginning of some campaigns, then you can check out our VOD channel. It's GrandLorian on YouTube, but there's a link to it as well. For the archive, it has all the streams that I've done, and you can catch up there. Other than that, that's just about it. So see everybody in the next stream, which will be Monday 7 p.m. Eastern for more Silversong. Will be a good one. Here's the snippet if you want to know what's happening in Silversong. But other than that, everybody have a good night, and I will see you all later.